hearing the kind of mantra that is, when you go into a best of 3 or a best of 5, the maps you worry about winning are the ones you chose and the decider. Anything else is a bonus. But Team Binance didn't even get theirs on the board.
Chat, don't forget, the security cam is a camera you get to choose where it goes on the map. Use the Twitch Rivals extension and vote for which site you want to put it on. And I will abstain from influencing the vote this time.
Oh, okay. I still say pizza. There's more pizza. Achilles Heelys. Ready on pipe. The rest of the team holding back. It's a semi-committal here. You have Reyna all the way in the back still watching flank. And that's a semi going to full committal now. It's going to be a peek on the left side and not enough members of Binance there to stop this one. But Timmy and Shifter do step up to the plate. And that only leaves 2 for Team Flu.
Achilles Heelys just waiting. Now he's had the Q and he can punish Shifter for it. Binance looking the wrong way. 2 kills for Achilles Heelys, leaving just Cookie Man on his own. He's throwing out the poison cloud. There's the spike going down. And this will allow Team Blue to just reposition themselves, get in the best place to defend the spike.
Slow play. Decky's calling the shots out here. Calling the shots. He's firing off shots from the Ghost to see if anybody will peek coming in from screens. You're kind of giving them a false sense of security on the player side who is attacking into the bomb site, saying, oh, here's one of us. Peek and try to find the other one, when in reality, all the angles are being watched. Fun little gun tricks you can play to draw out your opponents. 1-0 though for Blue. They get into sight, they get it planted. It was a pretty fast A take for all things considered, and they start off the momentum in game 2 as well.
You know what I like about going into this game already, Riv, is this is one of the first Icebox games that we've had where we've had Viper Sage on both sides.
We have been looking for that since the beginning. Everybody has a little bit of kind of cautious play towards B. Now they may be going there a little bit more due to the utility they have to use it. Obviously, we see the A strat here. We're talking about a little bit later once we get guns on both sides. And a quick triple from Decky Jung on the Ares. Looking to spray through the wall or any utility they might meet on the way to this A spike site.
Spike down, nice and swift. Once again, it's just on Cookie Man. I feel a bit bad for him. This is the 2nd round in a row. But he gets the kill with the classic. Onto Blue. Can't keep it up. Unsurprisingly, you're facing an Ares. What are you going to do?
Yeah. I mean, that becomes the role, right? And you're like, oh, well, I play the other site no one's going to, so I'll be the last one standing.
Yeah.
The one and only.
I'll come and meet you, but I wasn't supposed to be here. Once again, another good start for Blue.
Yeah.
This is very reminiscent of the last map that we had as well, where Team Binance struggled to put rounds on the board at the very beginning.
This one, I don't think as tough. If they fall behind a bit, you can still play some sneaky things on on Icebox to get you up into Nest around these elevated areas of A to make it a little bit harder. Look at that, Gio. Another A pick. A+ pick for the security cam. It's going over to A. We're checking it out here. As you can see, Decky getting dropped on the security cam. Good thing somebody saw that. Call an ambulance. Wow. And we got a minute left in this round, and there's already a lot of pressure on the A site.
Kind of spraying him through the Viper's wall. Didn't actually pick up anything, but Blue's going to be the next one to pick someone up. Fighting here from Nest. 6 HP remaining after those 2 kills that she got for herself. And there's an alarm bot right in the middle of the floor there. And it's still Team Binance who are going to be picking up the kills. Exo, be careful. You're going to get found out. There's the exact position given away. And they can just wait. Binance finishing off the very last kill. Team Binance with their first round on the board.
They're just like realizing the ion kill thing is like a fragment. It kind of explodes like a fragment from KO. Very interesting. See where they decide. Oh, did she put it where I put it? Or I guess I put it where she's put it because I'm watching her. I usually throw it right to the right side, turret in mid, or turret up on screens there. It's just a nice little spot. Nobody can get through pipes without getting seen. As KJ, you're really helping out the A site, being able to lock things down. So it's a nice place to have it. So you see her turret goes on to the back left, and they'll be solo holding A this time. They feel like after a few rounds, it's going B. So we see Bnan squad trying to call the counter strats.
See, this is how you know it's such a naive strategy, because of course they didn't see the poll. They don't know where the security cam is. And the security cam's in A, therefore the take is going to be in A. That's how you know. First kill already to be taken onto Team Plu, puts them down in a 4 versus 5. And the spike is very much pushed up here, but the defenders, they're not afraid to push up either, getting rather close. Still not fully committed to a defense on A, however, as they have players still spread across the rest of the map.
Oh, and of course that happens. The situation we've all felt. Oh, I have the upper hand, the first shot. Boop, just moments later, there goes your head. Nice shot by Mendo to recoup that one. Feeling pressure, or pushing pressure, I should say, as he feels good after that one. And now Bnan's in squad looking to tie this one up at a 2-2.
30 seconds left.
A little bit different already than what we saw on Ascent. I think they might just fire back on each other's maps here.
I was going to say, looking to push up mid, and I was going to pose it as if it was entirely not really going to work for them, but actually that doesn't seem to be the case. Spike going down, even though there's a defender right by. That's Timmy. It's just a tiny bit late, but it doesn't really matter. It doesn't take him long to clear up the last player from Team Plu, and Defusal will even up the rounds here, Riv.
Quick and to the point. I think with this, you know, Timmy gets a little bit more freedom to be rotating, finding a site where he can appropriately plan, and then it's the site takes. I feel like you're already there and present it, right? It's easier to get in. There's a lot of openings. The openings are bigger than trying to retake B or retake A. I'm speaking of an Ascent last map. So I think for Timmy, he has a lot more area to play in, and that's when he can start to use more elevation to his advantage, become tricky, have these little plays that throws his opponents off, and you really start to see him style on his opponents.
Cookie Man hasn't really had his time to shine quite as much today.
No, he used it all on day one.
Yeah, well, no, I would like to believe he didn't
cool
use
stuff
it
on day
all on day one. I want to believe that he's still got some day 2 juice.
Got a little bit left in the tank.
Yeah. Just a few more chocolate chips down in the bottom of the cookie jar, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. That's the good stuff, too.
Oh, yeah. Damn it. Oh, what cookies?
Crunchy crumbs. EXO picks up the spike here. And back to A. They're liking the elevation. They're liking the way the site plays here. Feels like they have an advantage. B, obviously, one round there didn't work for them. But in the Sheriff and kind of Econ world, this is where you're going to get the closest angles.
And look at them. They're looking to push in. Shifter getting another kill. Been getting a lot of these mid-round kills for Team Bnans. The defender lockdown is going to help as he keeps moving in. The spike doesn't even get to be planted. And given where the attackers are positioned right now, I'm not sure they'll get the opportunity to encroach and push up onto the spike themselves. The defenders all going out. There's the judge getting 2 kills. In fact, it's a back and forth, leaving it in a 1 versus 1.
10 seconds
Could
left.
be a lot of util for Timmy here as he comes from the other site. Yeah, all util. Ultimate up on both sides. If Plu can get back to a safe spot, that's what's going to count. Timmy cannot let that happen. And a quick shot from Timmy. He takes position during the plant, not worried about the 300 going to the side of Team Plu. Just worries about his own money going into his pocket there. Nice job getting the team the win. And he still has Bladestorm for next round, which is a good look for Bnans.
Yep, they are looking quite comfortable now. Just see how this is all going to go. Team Plu still have plenty of money, so they can buy up everything. And actually, they are just 2 points away from being fully equipped with ults.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, they're very ulty at the moment. My favorite.
Very ult heavy. Very ulty. All of them, so ulty. I like it. Looking over the gas wall, quick peek. But it's Mendo coming out of the tube this time. Does he get the upper hand on him? No, Decky sees him first. Mendo can't decipher what he's seeing in time. I think the wall went up behind him, did it not? That's interesting. I like that. So they wall up tube and push him down to make him think no one's going to be there. Tricky play, but it doesn't come off. Plu, however, inside B.
Plu doing the same role that she really has done in both the maps that we've seen so far, where she'll head on over to the opposite, so to speak, site and try to catch out or distract defenders who are over there. With another kill onto Shifter as well, it looks like Team Plu are pretty much open to get this plant down on B, which is what they do rather successfully. Don't even have to worry about using a barrier orb. The Viper's wall is just enough for them. There's only 2 defenders left, neither of whom are on the B site, and they're going to have a tough time rotating over there if they decide that's what they want to go for. Timmy's trying to hold on to the long angle just to see if any of the attackers are going to peek out, but I don't know if they're going to make it that easy for him.
They may hear... Oh, Young, they're not really expecting this to happen. They're like, all right, maybe we should kind of keep our heads down as we exit out of this situation here. A good B play, though. Start to divvy up the map and where they'll be able to get these attacks down. And we do see the walls on both Vipers. Sage is coming into play here as they were able to make their way in safely to the site. A little bit of that meta we were expecting to see here as we got into our later stages of the tournament. Timmy 7-2-2. So he might be showing off a little bit this game after those first plays as he has the adrenaline pumping. And 7 alts are on the board right now. 4 on the side of Team Plu, 3 for B-Nans. And these are some pretty impactful ones across the board, too. So could be a slower round, a little bit more life expectancy here to see if we can get all of those alts to go off.
Exo should get hers this round, I would imagine, as well. Our drone straight out is going to scout out Cookie Man, who's got to scatter away. This is another B push, except the entire team is all together this time. There's the Viper's pit, sending in the darts too, and the showstopper ensures Cookie Man is off the board. Barrier orb to support. Look at all this utility. It's basically a full-on lockdown here.
I think that's one of the things people don't initially take into consideration with Viper is once she casts that ult and she puts Viper's pit down, she's right in the middle of it for a moment. So that was a great showstopper to take it out. And even better shot from the Marshall coming back as Mendo trades one. Shifter on 2 with the Marshall. Here comes the defuse. Have they fired it quick enough? One Viper bite down. The second Viper bite landing. Poison orb on top to lower the HP. That's going to hurt quite a bit. They're trying to get to it. It should be enough time here. And they're going to be good on the defuse.
Yeah.
The patience, the plays. B-Nans takes a 4th round here in the first half.
Those Marshall kills from Shifter as well were really nice.
Clutch.
And the way that Team Plu had actually set up the attack was good. You know, it was decisive. They used the right utility. They set up a lot of the Viper util around that Sage wall as well, just to really ensure that the defenders couldn't aggress onto them. Also having the Snakebite still available at the end to try and deny the defusal. But when you are as weakened as you are, it basically means if the Snakebite doesn't work or if it disappears or whatever it is, you don't really much have a plan B.
What does, people have become much more aware of the post-plant meta. It's not as easy to do. What it does is it speeds up the time in which you have to start your retake. If you've started, you're in a good range of being able to find post-planter and have enough time to defuse, as we saw right there, even with the Viper's bites coming out. So it's all a matter of pressuring that time of post-plant a little bit faster if you are the defending team retaking. 1 round here could tie it up for Plu again as we go punch for punch in this second game of the series.
Looking to meander their way around Viper's wall that they've set up. It's just Timmy who's remaining on the site. Still has this same operator. He has not been forced to drop it at all. But he will be forcing Team Plu to drop Achilles Heelys, at least for this round, as the nice kill he gets. I think he's narrowly seen some of the other players, but it'll be Mendo to get the next kill.
Decky wants a piece of this too. And we actually saw Timmy taking a shot there, or taking some shots, I should say. He's a little hurt, but he's ready to go back out for another one. Decky trying to answer. They're looking exactly for where Timmy is right now.
Player standing.
Oh, wider peak.
Oh,
Not
finally.
my shoulder. Give him the full step.
Come on, Decky. Yes.
My word.
Go pick up the op. Grab it.
Right.
Get it? Oh.
Damn.
Well done.
I can't imagine it happened any different, right? He gladiators out into that with only a few health just to find the last kill. You know he's feeling himself. 11 and 5, 2 away from ulti. And scores are pretty even across the board. That's why we're getting that 4-4 on top for our score line. Spike's going to be in the hands of Viper on Team Blue here. We'll see how they decide to get into the site on this one. It does seem like they kind of want to play a bit of the util game. Default pretty hard here against what Timmy and the rest of the team has. And figure out where he is with the op and Bladestorm.
I can get that dart.
Okay.
He's going around the corner. He's trying to avoid
I got needed.
his pre-fires. Now he's got to avoid the paint shells.
We got
It's going to be forcing him out of his position. He does get 2 kills with it, though. Can he find more? Yes! The answer is an absolute yes. There's a 4th one.
Let's go.
Oh, thrifty.
See you again.
So
Let's go.
you can see exactly what he's thinking the entire time and how he's processing what he's seeing in front of him, right? You have 2 people pushing. Normal. Those 2 people would probably have one behind them for the flank. Finds that one. But that one would have found by a teammate, rather. But the one he finds up on Belt is the consideration that he has caused that much chaos. I've caused this much chaos. They're going to probably want to peek. Literally puts his crosshair spot on. Awesome to see the game sense. Took me a while to say that, but that's all I wanted to say. It's awesome to see the game sense.
No, but you're absolutely right. You know, walking through all those pieces of the puzzle that allow him to pull off a play like that. You know, Timmy's looked really, really on, especially here on Icebox.
I mean, those are the kind of plays you get when you are thinking about what your opponent's doing, not what you're doing. You can be a step ahead.
Yeah, like he knows what utility they threw at him, where they were trying to influence his positioning to go to. And from that, he could kind of decipher what it was that they were going to do, catch them out in their tracks. It worked really well. And see if he can do anything similar. It's going to be Cookie Man to get the really clean kill straight through the Viper's wall. Binance to follow up as well. Looks like it could be another Team Binance round, but Decky says, no, not going to give it to you that easily. Pulls off the Empress. You've seen what this man can do when he's got his ult on board. Is he going to be able to continue it forward into this round?
30 seconds left.
Taking a bit of time here. He's letting A push, but he also doesn't want to be found right away. He says, the more ground I can gain, the more of a pest I am. And that's where it is. The first one he finds is a side swipe on Binance. That means A is theirs as he has the back of the site. 3v3. The retake now coming in from Binance.
Mendo positioning himself, Cookie Man, to get another one. Just trying to wallbang in through the nest. Gets a nice kill onto EXO. It's just Decky left. It wasn't enough. Mendo
Defuse the spike.
clearing that one up. I nearly said Mendo Kusai, but I don't think he's gone by the full thing for quite some time.
No.
I feel like that ages me.
Long time. Yeah. Yeah, it does. Dang. So Timmy op, the rest of the guns are expected. Are we getting some buys here? I think we had a buy. And then somebody bought her. Okay, perfect. Blue buys out for herself. And we're good to go for another round. Full guns across the board. Coming up on almost a tied first half here if Team Blue can grab 2 more.
Let's go. I think Team Blue, they need to shut down Timmy as soon as they humanly can.
Yeah. Timmy, he creates such pressure, and the thing is he plays the opera role perfectly, right? He's a sniper. You fire one shot, you move, you're unknown, and you find another one from a different location when the other team thinks they're safe. He just does not allow you to be safe anywhere. And here he's already going to Snowman. They better get the walls up. They better get the util out, because Timmy's going to be looking down the site real quick here.
Slow off straight onto Shifter, but it's not going to deter him at all, actually. And Timmy pulling Flu into the dirt. He said Timmy needs to get shut down. Come on, Team Flu. You got to get this man. He is absolutely tearing up on the operator. Going in with the spike, so this is nice. But we saw what happened last time they got the plant here on the B side. It didn't really matter how successful the spike plant itself was. Team Binance were able to pull it back in their own favor.
Mendo flying through. Maybe a Lear to come out. Heal onto Achilles there. Mendo, Cookie, both getting 2 big frags. Here come the Vipers bite the post-plant meta. Remember, they've been able to thwart it just for a moment. Hearing the next defuse.
One enemy remaining.
I think that was even further out, actually. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they were able to defuse off the bomb or spike as well. There is a good distance there, and those continue to fall just farther than that range of defuse. So you see it come out, even under pressure, they're able to cut the right wire.
It's actually kind of annoying because you'd imagine that if the poison cloud had come back online just a couple of seconds sooner, maybe that would have been harder for the defenders to be able to get, because the first snake bite, yeah, it left a decent space that the defenders would have been able to get the defusal. The second snake bite was even further away. So if that poison cloud had been just sooner, maybe it would have been pernicious enough to actually prevent the defusal from going off.
It's like, oh man, this is definitely going to kill me. Wait, I'm still good, but I bought the time. They bought the time, rather. Cookie now really wants to exit this situation. Oh no!
Oh, he's getting caught. Oh, he's going to keep being tagged
nice
out.
Done. Shifter gets to jump out of the way of that one as well. Let's see.
Spike planted.
Oh, a lot of poison, a lot of damage. A lot of chaos. Viper's pit goes down, and now Jung is going to just hang out for a little bit and see if he can get some more frags. Timmy Mendo picking up too quick.
Oh, I just feel like that was really cheeky. Decky had no idea. Jung going to be getting an X frag onto Mendo. Can he hunt down more prey? And is not too far away. Just not quite within the walls of the pit.
Oh, he just
This is a second Viper's pit coming up. Suddenly the tables have turned. Exo trying to shoot into it. Oh, he's got to try to avoid. Oh no! They came around from both sides. I almost feel like...
I don't think they have it.
Oh, do they not?
Oh,
No,
wow!
they got it. They got it. 0.19.
Switching sides.
Okay, they had it. That was super close. I didn't see the initial point in which the fast beep started there. I usually just call it off the bottom. There's a bunch of ways to tell, but... Woo! That was wild.
That was crazy. Meanwhile, in our other semifinal, we've got Kaide going up against Tife. Tied up 6-6. And they have actually been matching. It's weird. They're playing on Icebox, and they have been matching score to score until the last 2 rounds with the game we're watching here. And like, I've constantly been back and forth, like, I'm not mixing this up. I'm not watching the same game, am I?
Oh my god. I guess it's getting really competitive now.
It's got to be Binance breaking the defensive wall of Plu here, though. We did see Plu having a better aggressive half on Ascent. Pulled it off on defense. Now Plu has a bit of more timid attacking half. And see if they can still get their defense rounded out. Binance, however, looking to capitalize on the full win here with 8 already. Now they get to attack strong with this momentum and try and bring us to a game 3. Quick plant. They're doing everything on silent. So this is the audio cut strat. Jung's going to be able to make that call now. With this commitment, oh, Decky can't get the open shots.
Not quite. Still all 10 players are standing. Well, okay. I spoke too soon. Blue, the first player to go down, but Timmy removed off the ball very soon after, and this is where the trades just start coming in and out. The spike is already down. Okay, not quite trades, I suppose, if you're Mendo. gonna be doing all the work for the team. Now, Achilles, what do you do here? Throwing out the paint shell, see what damage you can deal. And it's enough to bring Mendo down, although it was actually a gunshot that finally did it. That's a nice angle just to remove the turret.
He wants a
Time is
few
ticking.
more.
Yeah.
He's got one. Also goes down, so he gets full credits on that. Or she. Actually, I was like, wait, who just died? But no, Achilles rather getting full credits on that one as he comes in to get some more frags and then goes down. They will say a little bit of a shorty for Jung. See how that gets played out. Decky on the Sheriff, Marshall for Cookie Man, as we expect to see over and over. Cookie on your right there. Mendo, Timmy, Beanance, Shifter, Cookie on your screen and the bottom there. And 9-4. See if they can pull out another one. Beanance get the pistol round of second half.
All right. Team Beanlands were very decisive in that last round. Ooh. Tagging out on this player's Shifter. Can you get the second one? Yeah. Oh. Achilles' head just fell into the line of sight of Shifter. It wasn't even like he had to move the crosshair for that one. Oh, man.
Oh, make it happen! Oh, he was gonna take out the shorty! He was gonna shorty him!
Oh, my God. Mendo
No.
has had some
God.
brutal knife kills today.
Oh
He was gonna be a toxic rat and Mendo still stabbed him. I love every bitty of it. I love every bitty.
That's
Oh
incredible.
my gosh. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. 10-4 here.
He knows what he did.
Oh,
Oh, man.
what a scammy
good.
scammer. That's what happens.
So good.
That's what happens. All right. We got on to the next round here, round 15. Spams are bound for Mendo to make sure nobody's getting a quick push on. Why not? With this Phantom, you're not going to be able to see too much of that on either side with no tracer. Ooh. The hunt begins, but not here for Decky. That's going to be the opponent, Mendo, on the other side.
Look at this. So much utility piled in. The attackers start to move around up through mid. A Viper's Wall is going to make it a huge pain. Just facilitates the
Spike
attackers to
down
move on
mid.
forward. Cookie Man to fall, but not before he got a kill for himself. Mendo's just being very vigilant, knowing that someone could pop out of kitchen. There's Exo still up there. This is a very interesting way to enter in onto the A site. You're forcing Achilles Heelys down into this very strange rotation where they're looking out for where any of these attackers might be, and I don't know if they're expecting them to have come in through from the north side.
Easy wall. Easy round. Oh, my easy heads. Oh, these shots coming in right now. Beanance and squad have turned it on. So I do think it took them a bit to warm up. Coming in cold, it seemed apparent. Now they're warm, and Mendo is firing out some shots. Everybody's getting in there. Shifter has had Marshall rounds here. Getting a little too happy with the minima. Jung. Okay, that was almost another pixel headshot from Timmy. He's able to pick up Jung there. 11-4 as the third map is looking that much more likely now.
And that'll be bind if we go to a third map. I'm trying to think who I think would have the advantage there.
I think in fast play style,
Part of me thinks
I might
Blue.
give it to Mendo and Timmy at that point.
Oh,
but-
really?
But I feel like there is more of a structured powerhouse in Decky, Jung, and Achilles Heelys. So it's still, like it's hard to call. It's hard to call. I think I side a little bit with Beanance.
Okay. Because I was thinking Blue just because of I could see the kind of the Rays and the Rainer. And I think that, when you've had like Timmy, who's been relying so much on the operator, I don't know if that's going to be as major on a map like Bind as it would be on
Right.
Icebox. Guess we'll find out if we ever get there. You can see the security cam, of course, giving us the extra information. It's Timmy getting the opening kill.
Last player standing.
Oof.
Ooh.
Trade it in and
Spike
out.
planted.
They just keep coming.
They take the site. No, you can't come back in. You can't even rotate over. This is ours. It's basically all that BNanz has been saying for these past few rounds. And they're definitely putting a stamp on this game. It's something that needed to happen as well to make Plu realize that game one was a bit of a fluke. All right, we got this too, says BNanz. We can put up these kind of big numbers. And just one more round after this, and they'll be able to solidify and move us on to Bind here for our BO3 semifinal matchup.
BNanz have been very efficient at breaking into the A site. And I think over the last couple of rounds, you know, part of that can be attested to the fact that they've done it in different ways. So, you know, when they pushed up through mid, they came down through the north. You set this idea of one way that they've successfully pushed in, but it means that when they go for a different method the next time, they haven't already shown the way in which they pull that off. There's a lot of versatility in their playstyle that I think is working to their advantage.
Timmy does whatever he wants. Mendo goes to a corner, and like the as you said, the kind of milling about in the middle of the map, they're able to get so much information and say, okay, that strat we ran last time can be run this way.
Oh!
Timmy finds it.
No charges left.
They take down one right away as they look for the corners. They look for the pockets. Another one. Not going through the wall with that. So Timmy, blades are gone, and he goes right to the Vandal to take down Exo.
He's not afraid at all. Plu standing up to him, though. Can't quite make the second, however. The Vipers hit and the lockdown come out, both for the attackers. They're basically investing everything in here, and there's the res onto Timmy. Who saw that one coming? Nice kill onto Decky. Leaves just Achilles Heelys. This is very precarious here, and it doesn't last very long this round. Team BNanz, they took a